Lady Veyle, forgive the interruption, but I'd like to formally introduce myself.
Huh? Marnie? Is that you?
Madeline, actually. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, yes, of course. Nice to meet you.
And you. I swear, as a knight, I will do all I can to support you in battle. You know, Mavier told me about you. He said you were strict, but kind and noble.
Mavier? You must mean...
Sorry, yes. The one from my world. But from fighting by your side, I believe you're quite similar to the Veyle he spoke of.
Thank you. Really, that's kind.
Is something wrong? The way you're looking at my face... Oh no. Do I have something in my teeth? Excuse me while I find a mirror.
No, it's not that. You just look like someone I used to know. Your smile, it reminds me of hers. She had such a lovely smile.
How kind of you to say so. My parents like to say that one's face reflects one's inner self. So in complimenting my smile, I feel as if you're praising my very soul. Not that praise is what ultimately matters. As a knight, I care only about doing what's right.
You don't care about praise.
Oh, dear. I meant no offense. Really, I did appreciate the compliment.
It's not that. You've been perfectly kind. This is my fault. Please excuse me. We'll have to chat some other time.
Of course, Lady Veyle. I look forward to it.
Madeline, I'm sorry for getting so emotional the last time we spoke.
No need to apologize, Lady Veyle. I just hope that you're all right.
I am. But I want to talk to you about something.
Certainly. It would be my privilege to hear what you have to say.
Thank you. You see, it's about a knight named Marnie. Someone you resemble. When I was fighting against the Divine Dragon, I was under the spell of an enchanted helmet. Marnie tried to break this helmet, and she managed to put a crack in it. Thanks to that brave act, I regained my senses. I feel that I owe her my life.
Just the sort of courageous act I'd expect from one of your knights.
Yes. But because of it, Marnie was killed.
What?
She gave her life for mine. And I didn't have a chance to thank her or say goodbye. I know that you're not her. But I still wanted to explain my feelings.
I see. You're right. I'm not Marnie. But I believe I know how she felt. A knight's duty is to lay down her life for those she serves. For you, I am sure she did it gladly. And what a wonderful knight that makes her, to have fulfilled her purpose.
But don't you see? It was my fault she died.
Forgive me if I'm overstepping. But given the chance, I doubt she'd do anything differently.
Huh?
In her situation, having carried out my duty as a knight, I would have no regrets. And I would feel great pride to be remembered with such fondness.
I hope so. You're very kind, Madeline. You know, if Marnie were alive, I think she'd be a knight like you.
I take that as a high compliment. Lady Veyle, I'd like to thank you for sharing Marnie's story with me.
It was no trouble at all. Thank you for hearing it.
I can't imagine how it felt to endure losing such a brave and loyal knight, and to continue fighting with that pain in your heart. You must be quite strong indeed. Please know that this isn't idle flattery. I just think you've done so well.
You think I've... what?
Apologies. I just felt that you deserved praise for standing tall after that tragic loss. I am speaking well above my station, I know. But it needed saying. Oh, dear. Lady Veyle, forgive me for speaking out of turn yet again.
No. These are tears of joy. Javier told me what Marnie's last words were at the end. Marnie said exactly what you told me just now. Tell her she's done so well. You had no way of knowing that, but still you said it. Finally, I could hear her parting words for myself. I can't stop crying.
I see. Well then, Lady Veyle, will you take me as your knight?
What?
I cannot replace Marnie, and I don't intend to, but I want to take up her role, to protect you and remain by your side.
Oh, Madeline, I can't tell you how glad your offer makes me. But I'm sorry. I have to say no.
Of course, I'm not strong enough.
It's not that. You're a splendid knight. But you're not my knight. Marnie may be gone, but still, she will always hold that place for me. I wish I could give you a different answer. But that's how I feel.
I understand. Marnie is lucky to have served someone with such a devoted heart.
But instead of my knight, can I ask you to be my friend?
Your friend?
Yes. We can chit-chat, share laughs, see what the future holds. Together. I want you to be there when I become a dragon who saves the world. What do you say?
I'm honored. Yes, I will gladly be your friend. I'm not sure how good I'll be at it, though. I haven't had much practice.
To start, you can be a little less formal. If you have questions for me, please go ahead and ask. Otherwise, it's as simple as being there when we need each other. How does that sound?
Perfect. It sounds simply perfect. Hello. Do you have a moment to speak?
No. You must be Madeline.
Yes, that's right. And you are Mavier.
Yes. Did you need something?
Pardon me. I only wanted to say hello and formally introduce myself. Being from a different world, I'm sure I have much to learn about yours. But I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to fighting for victory together.
Your warm greeting is noted. In fact, I was hoping you and I would have a chance to speak. Thank you for coming to me.
Oh, no thanks needed. It's custom for a junior knight to greet her betters.
Betters? I saw how you fought in the last battle, cleaving through enemy ranks with ease. It's clear to me you are a brave, capable knight. Well done, Madeline.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. But really, there's no need for such praise. I am a knight, sworn to protect my allies.
So that's how you are. Wonderful. Apologies. You doubtless have many more people to greet. I will take my leave.
But wait, Mavier... How strange it is, speaking to Mavier again. But am I imagining things? I got this curious feeling. It felt like he was looking at me, but speaking to someone else.
Every last piece of equipment has been inspected. Time for a break, I think.
Yes, you certainly deserve one.
Since you organized everything beforehand, the work went rather quickly. Really, that was a tremendous help. Well done.
I'm just happy to be of service.
Dividing the items by size and type was a smart touch. You have a mind for logistics. And it must have been no mean feat, sorting such a large stockpile. Your efforts are noted.
It was nothing, really. I just... Oh, dear. I don't know how to say this, so I'll just come out with it.
Is something the matter?
You seem to praise me a lot. I appreciate the recognition, but as I've said, it's really not needed.
Right. You did say that, didn't you?
I may be imagining things, but when you praise me, it feels as if you're praising someone else. So, it's true then. you're not praising me. Not really. I am no one else's stand-in, Mavier.
Right you are. Apologies. Without meaning to, I was conflating you with someone else. I suppose I wanted to give her what I had failed to offer before. Nonsensical as that may seem.
Her?
In any case, I apologize. I will endeavor to make it up to you. In time. Excuse me.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. After all, he's not alone in conflating one person with another. I am too. Now I understand why Lady Nell treated the Divine Dragon so coldly. I should try to see this Mavier as the person he is, not the person he reminds me of.
Madeline.
Mavier. Hello.
I owe you an apology. I am sorry for making you uncomfortable.
Nonsense. I'm the one who went too far. I had no right to criticize you for mixing me up with another person. After all, I was doing the same thing to you.
You were?
I...
Apologies. I will say my piece first. That seems proper. I had not intended to tell you this, but it seems I must. The you of this world is dead.
What?
The person I conflated you with. Her name was Marnie. I fought by her side many times. She was a frank person who delighted in praise, and I failed to protect her. I watched her die.
That's also what happened to you. I mean, the Mavier from my world. I failed to protect him, and he died. I guess you could say we lost each other.
Yes. Still, I know you are not Marnie. I will not come to you for her forgiveness.
And I will not give you the apology I owe my Mavier. Nor will I cry and cling to you and voice the feelings I'd meant to express to him. I'm just glad to see you're alive and well in this world. Even if I'm not.
I feel the same. It brings me comfort to know there is a world in which you survived. I wish you the greatest happiness.
Thank you, Mavier.
I promise, I will never again conflate you and Marnie. You have my word. Standing before me, I see none other than the brave knight Madeline. The words of praise I give you are yours, and no one else's.
I appreciate that.
In truth, though, I do not praise people often. You may not hear much of it.
All the better. I don't need praise. Then again, earning yours might be an enticing challenge. I'll be sure to train enough that I do.
Very well. I am glad that we see each other as we are. Now we can truly become friends. Here's to dominating the battlefield together.
Yes, Mavier. I'm going to make you proud.
How are you, Madeline? Are you adjusting to this world?
I was uneasy at first, but I'll say I am feeling more comfortable on and off the battlefield.
It makes me happy to hear that. Try not to push yourself too hard, all right? I'm concerned because, well, you often overdo it.
Celestia, now that we're in this new world, I'd appreciate it if you stopped babying me. Really, there's no need to worry. I'm not overdoing anything.
Well, I suppose I don't need to nag too much. There are others here also watching out for you.
Yes, even the people of this world, despite my being new here, I'm grateful for their hospitality. It hardens my determination to work on their behalf and match their kindness.
Look at you being so ceremonious. It reminds me of Mavier.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's all right. You just caught me off guard. I won't deny that my speech and manners resemble his. He was my mentor, after all. After my parents' death, it was he who took me in and trained me for battle.
I was so surprised when the two of you came to Lethos. I thought you were his daughter.
Brother and sister I could see, but not father and daughter. Oh, dear. What time is it? As much as I'd love to continue reminiscing, I ought to go train. Let's pick this up later, shall we?
Well, she is growing up to become a fine young woman. I was hoping we could reminisce, Madeline. You and Mavier met in your hometown, is that right?
Yes. I had just lost my parents and was trying to protect my town from the corrupted. One day, a huge horde, the biggest I'd ever seen, descended on the town. They surrounded us. There were fires, people dying in the streets. I thought I was doomed. Then, out of nowhere, a knight appeared.
And that was Mavier.
Since he bore the armor and banner of the Fell Dragon's forces, I thought him an enemy, but he cut down all the corrupted around me, every last one. And when I looked into his eyes, I knew with certainty that he was on my side.
And so you were saved. Then you traveled together to where I was. You lost your parents, your hometown. I was worried by how depressed you were back then.
Yes, it's embarrassing to think on now. Even my memory of going to Lethos is fuzzy. If not for dear Mavier, I would have surely died en route. He saved my life many times.
But you carried on. You're so strong now. It's like you're a different person.
I have my mentors to thank. Mavier most of all. He taught me many skills. Having taken me in, he must have felt a duty to teach me. We trained together often. And I can't even count how many times he protected me from danger. Like at the temple.
I know.
I only wish I could repay him for all the ways he helped me.
You realize you gave Mavier something too. Something immeasurable. He was always telling me how happy he was to have found you.
Happy? He said that?
He really did. You can feel good knowing you brought him happiness. You supported him too. He watched you grow and learn with the proud, loving eyes of a father.
Oh, it seems we've circled back to the father-daughter talk. Still, I'm honored by his words. Thank you for sharing them with me.
I believe Mavier is still watching over you, even now.
In that case, I'll have to redouble my efforts to become a knight worthy of his respect. I'm going to go train. But let's talk about you next time, all right? Celestia, I did all the talking last time. Now it's your turn. What brought you to Lethos?
That is an old tale indeed. It happened long before we met back in our world. Over 1,000 years ago, when Queen Lumera was still alive, Sombron laid waste to the Mage Dragon's village. I barely escaped with my life. I thought I might find refuge there, since Mage Dragons also lived in those lands.
What happened then?
I found much more than just refuge. Divine Dragon Lumera and her child welcomed me like family. We chatted, went on walks, and ate meals together. My wounds were able to heal there.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Then Queen Lumera lost her life, and the young Divine Dragon took her place. I served the throne for the 1,000 years of peace thereafter. When Sombron showed signs of returning, the Divine Dragon was distraught.
That's a surprise. Outwardly, the Divine Dragon always seemed calm, if a little aloof. Was it around then that Lady Nell and Lord Rafal, came to Lethos?
Yes. At first, I found it difficult to accept them. I even attacked them when we first met, intending to kill them, of course.
You what?
The Fell Dragon had taken so much from us, and they were his children. It was instinct. But the Divine Dragon accepted them with a smile and said to me, "Please support these two going forward, no matter what happens."
No matter what happens.
Foreboding, isn't it? It was as if the Divine Dragon knew something I didn't. Perhaps the fact that Lord Nil was lying about who he was. We may never know for sure.
No, sadly not.
After that, the Four Winds came along and, well, you know the rest. So, did you like my story?
Very much. It was fascinating. I'm glad to finally know your history. I see that Lethos was a place of healing and growth for you, as it was for me.
And we're going to continue growing here. Since we both arrived at the same time, we can walk this path together.
Absolutely. Let us face each battle, each challenge, without fear. And then, when this war is over, we can once again reminisce together.
I can't wait. It's a promise we will revisit when there is peace again.
That should be enough training for one day. I've worked up quite a sweat.
That was quite the training session. You must be tired. This world hasn't changed you at all. How are you liking it here anyway?
Now that I've built a rapport with everyone, this place is starting to feel like a home. How are you finding it?
Me? It's not bad. It was a bit of a shock making all these new friends at once, though. I'd never really spent much time with others besides us Four Winds. But I'll get used to it.
Yes, it's certainly bustling. Reminds me a little of my hometown.
Home. We never really talk about it. What was your family like?
Well, my home life was happy. My parents were knights, and I always looked up to them. I know they loved me very much. That's why I became a knight, to make them proud.
Love, huh? I'm almost a little jealous.
What do you mean?
Well, growing up with loving parents sounds like a blessing. Not everyone gets to be loved growing up. Then again, not everyone is capable of loving.
I feel as if we're not talking about me anymore.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to, don't mind me. You must be exhausted after your training. I didn't mean to bother you. We can chat later.
Very well. Take care, Gregory.
Hey, Madeline. Training again today?
Hello, Gregory. I am, but I was about to take a short break.
Sorry about before. You were telling me about your parents, and I made it all about me.
Please, no need to fret. It just made me worry for you. I wonder, would you share your story with me? Only if you feel comfortable, of course. I just hate to upset you again without knowing why.
I appreciate that. You're so much more of an adult than me.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's ancient history and not even that interesting. But if you want to know, I grew up very poor. And to make it worse, my parents hated each other. At times, they were even violent. I don't remember them ever being kind to me.
How awful.
Even on my birthdays, they gave me nothing but scorn. All I really wanted was a stuffed toy. You know I can't stand pain. So I tried to be a good kid. Tried to avoid being punished. But it didn't help. They never loved me. Not to the bitter end when they sold me.
That's horrible. I can't imagine parents discarding their own child like that.
Believe it or not, it's the truth. The world is filled with people like that.
I'm so sorry, Gregory. I had no idea.
You don't need to apologize. Just all that talk of home made me think of mine. It sounds like your parents were amazing people. You should wear their love like a medal.
And your parents. How do you feel about them now?
I hate them. I can't forgive them. But I try to convince myself they had their reasons. I wasn't able to be so detached before, but the Four Winds helped. You became my family.
I'm glad.
One day, I'll be able to tell my parents all this. Until then, thanks for listening to me.
No. Thank you for telling me. Yes, this ought to be perfect. It's exactly as I envisioned it.
What are you looking at? You seem so excited. Is this some sort of new training?
Ah! Oh, Gregory. Practicing your stealth approach, I take it. Good technique.
Thanks. So, what is that? A pile of dust?
Excuse me? It's a sheep plushie. I've never made a toy before, so I suppose it's not much good.
Oh, a stuffed toy. I think I see it now. Yeah, it looks great. So, is it a gift for someone?
Well, I heard you like things that are soft and cuddly.
Wait, it's for me?
That was the idea, yes. But perhaps I'll keep this little one for myself. A dust bunny isn't a very becoming gift from a knight. I'll just give it a home on my bed.
Gimme, it's perfect, Madeline. I'd love to have it, please. I'm sorry I insulted it at first. This sheep is truly all I ever wanted.
All right. Goodness. Here, take it.
Thank you. This is amazing. It's so soft and fluffy. I've never been this happy before. But why did you make it for me? I didn't do anything to deserve it.
Because you said you always wanted stuffed animals when you were little.
Huh?
Obviously, I can't go back in time and give this gift to little Gregory, but I can at least show some love to the Gregory standing in front of me. Your companions in the Four Winds, we love you. As do your friends here. You are loved. Even if that love came a little later than it should have. I wanted to express that somehow. So, I made you a gift.
I don't know what to say. I had thought I was jealous of everyone else for growing up with loving families. But even if my parents didn't love me, I have friends who do. And who show that love.
Exactly. And that dust bunny you've got proves it.
This is no mere dust bunny. This is the cutest, fluffy sheep to ever floof. I appreciate this so much. I can feel my younger self smiling. Thank you, Madeline. I'll always treasure this. I'd love to know what you like as well. I want to repay this heartfelt gift with my own.
I can't wait.
Thanks for training with me, Madeline.
No, thank you. It was an honor to spar with someone of your talents. Actually, may I say something? Before we part ways.
Of course. What is it?
I just want to say how much I admire you. You're so earnest and optimistic. Not to mention how graciously you accepted those of us from another world. What sets you apart as a leader is not your divine dragon roots, but your kind heart.
Oh, I appreciate your kindness, but that's quite a few compliments to throw my way at once. For what it's worth, you're incredible too. You're loyal and fearless in battle. I'm grateful that you came to our world.
Please, it is a knight's role to charge bravely into battle. I don't need praise for doing my duty. After all, it's not the recognition that matters. It's the fact that I'm serving my purpose in helping you secure victory.
That's very reassuring to hear.
Now, I must be off to my next engagement. If ever you're short a sparring partner, feel free to call on me again. One quick strike, and it'll be done with. I just need to get closer.
Madeline, your weapon's drawn. What's the matter? Oh, a ladybug. Cute.
Cute! That creature is trespassing in the Somniel. I have to eliminate it, or it could rain destruction on you and all our allies.
Uh-huh. I take it you're scared of bugs.
I didn't say that. A knight never admits fear, no matter how strong the foe. But fine, yes. I have something of an aversion to insects.
That's okay. Everyone has things that scare them. But how about you put away your weapon? That bug isn't going to hurt you. I promise.
How can you be so sure?
Here, watch. Shoo, shoo.
Ah!
It's all right. Look, it's flying outside.
You let it escape? What if it goes on a murderous rampage?
I think that's unlikely. Besides, it's best to settle matters without violence when possible.
I can see the sense in that. Thank you for handling the situation.
No problem. I'll say, I'm kind of surprised to see you like this. You're so brave in battle. Who'd have guessed a bug could make you squirm?
Squirm? Knights don't squirm. Please, wipe that grin off your face. Time for a break, Divine One?
I'd say so. Thanks for training with me again, Madeline.
My pleasure. Really, I appreciate any chance to get my body up and moving.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Actually, I was thinking about how glad I am to be here in your world. I'd be lying if I said I had no doubts or lingering regrets. But being here with you, I feel as if I'm becoming the knight I was meant to be.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Still, I'm sorry for asking you to leave your own world.
Please don't apologize. Since coming here, I've grown so much, and now...
A bug! Don't worry, Madeline. I'll take care of it.
No! I've got this. I can do this. I can do this. Now, shoo! Shoo!
Nice! You handled that well.
I was scared. Really scared. But not as much as last time. And that counts for something. I'm glad to be here, learning to overcome my weaknesses with allies I adore and respect. If I hadn't come to this world, I doubt I would have grown so much. That's what I meant to say earlier. In short, thank you, Divine One.
Thank you for being such a good knight. And sparring partner.
Yes, I'll always strive to excel at both.
I don't doubt it for a second. Madeline, you're up pretty late.
Divine One, hello. Yes, I was having trouble sleeping.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something on your mind? Not to pry at all, but if I'm feeling upset, I find it helps to get it off my chest.
Yes, I suppose you're right. You see, I can't stop thinking about Mavier. The one from my world, that is.
Ah, right.
It's not that I regret coming here. I don't. But I can't help but feel like I failed him. I wish I had noticed the warp staff sooner. I wish I had been stronger. Maybe then he'd still be alive, living here with all of us. These are the thoughts that plague me at night when I'm trying to sleep.
Madeline.
I'm sorry. Ignore me. I know it's unproductive to think such things.
Maybe so, but I know how you feel. I have regrets about what happened to my mother. The more I try to stop those thoughts, the more forcefully they come rushing in. It's okay, though. When you're having a hard time, you can come talk to me.
I appreciate the gesture, but this is hardly as simple as inviting you to spar with me. You're the divine dragon, and I'm a knight. I can't ask you to share my burdens.
Perhaps you'd feel differently if you weren't just a knight, but my knight.
Pardon?
I'm sorry. It seems abrupt, I know. But I've actually been considering it for some time. You're diligent, brave, dependable. Who better to serve as my right hand? And this way, I'll be better able to support you as well. So please, take this.
The Pact Ring? But, Divine One...
I know that Mavier will always be special to you. I don't want that to change. Your loyalty to him is enduring, and I would never ask you to lose hold of that. I'm giving you this ring to show that you're as important to me as he is to you.
Oh, I can't begin to express how happy this all makes me feel. But can I really accept this offer?
Only you can answer that question.
You're right. Mavier said that he wanted me to be happy. If he's watching over me right now, I'm sure he will accept whatever choice I make. And so, Divine One, yes, I will accept this ring and serve as your knight.
Thank you, Madeline. Together, we can face the future without fear.
Yes. And I promise to be a knight worthy of this honor. To grow ever stronger, that I may protect you and ensure long, happy lives for us both.